It was a Saturday afternoon in New York City. I'm so happy spring is finally here. There's a cooking club tonight and the theme is Southern cooking. And so I wanted to make a rhubarb and strawberry crumble. And Skyler and I are going to go to the farmer's market and get some fresh rhubarb and some fresh strawberries. In the city we have a farmer's market right down the street 2 days a week. Skyler ate a cookie while I did my shopping. I love rhubarb and it's in season along with delicious sweet strawberries. A farmer's market is a great way for getting seasonal and local produce at good prices. I dropped Skyler off at a play date, so I'm going to go home and make the crumble on my own. Wash your fruit and cut the tops off the strawberries. I use a paring knife and put some good music on to cook with. Chop the strawberries into 1/2-inch bits using your longest knife. With the rhubarb, you just want to make sure all the pieces are really firm, and you can cut the tops off, and you can cut the ends off, and then just dice them 1/2-inch pieces. I had an apple that needed to be used up, so I chopped that in two. It's great for texture. So I'm going to take this pot, and I'm going to pour this in. We're going to just oil it a little bit first. I always pre-cook the rhubarb with a little bit of apple juice, a thickener like cornstarch or arrowroot, and a little bit of sugar. But this same recipe can be used for any type of fresh fruit crumble. If you're using fresh apples or strawberries, I just stir them up with a little bit of sugar and put the crumble right on top. Mix well and add a pinch of salt. It's a secret ingredient to most dessert recipes. Cover and let simmer for about 15 minutes while you preheat the oven and assemble your crumble ingredients. So I tried to make this crumble really easy to remember because one time I made it at Christy and Ed's house and I wanted it to be super simple so I wouldn't forget. So it's a 1/2 cup of oats, it's a 1/2 cup of flour. You can be kind of easy with your measurements. I want to add a 1/2 cup of cereal, so you could add whatever whole grain kind of cereal you have in your house. I did this recipe with a bunch of halves, but you can add a little less sugar if you want. Butter or margarine and agave are what holds this crumble together, but you don't want too much liquid or it becomes a dough. Add a pinch of salt and a sprinkle of cinnamon, and then mix it together in a food processor. The crumble should look something like this. Now it's time to assemble. Put the rhubarb and strawberry mixture into a pie dish and top it with your crumble. Then bake 30 to 45 minutes until the top is golden. When the crumble is ready, let it cool on the countertop for a little while before putting it in the refrigerator. It'll thicken as it cools. I packed the rhubarb carefully and picked up some vanilla ice cream on the way to the subway. Loretta lives near Wall Street and the subway was the easiest way to get there. We hold our cooking club once a month and whoever's hosting gets to pick the theme. I can't believe how much I enjoyed the Southern cooking theme. There were black-eyed peas, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, biscuits. It was so delicious. It was a real treat for us moms from Tribeca.